agua panelita. You got to say with that accent, though. Agua panelita. Give it up to her. Were you not just dancing? Give it up for the DJ. Somehow, somewhere, when hip-hop became the rap industry, we forgot about the DJs. Let us not forget about the DJ. All right. So we got a dope lineup. And I want to ask my sister Nancy to come up again. I just scooped him. He's over there. So Nancy, come up.
All right, I'm so excited. There's some really dope artists coming up, but who remembers a video that we played at the beginning, Indigenous Holocaust? So, Wawate Benais is actually here, all the way from Leech Lake Reservation. So make some noise for Wawate. He's going to perform live for you right now, all the way from Minnesota.
Check, check. What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling tonight? Good? That's good. So, Wawate Benes Nindigo, Mako Nindu Cha-Cha Banning Nindunjaba, Niwimi Gwichiwi, Gomanidu Gakenage, Gogamini Guziang. That's a greeting in our language in Ojibwe, and me saying thanks for all of the things that I've been given by our creator, I guess you could say, or something in that sense, but that's what that means, and I'm very happy to be here tonight. All right. 1, 2, 3. That was dope. I think y'all could do better than that, though. Should we try it again? On the count of 3 this time, I need everybody, even in the back, if y'all can make some noise. 1, 2, 3. There you go. All right. Y'all.
They took his son from his home, yeah, they pulled him apart. They took a daughter from her home, they were forced to depart. Amongst the others on the train, they called the Iron Horse. Another native fell victim to their Holocaust. The devils came to the village, posing as priests. Steal the children from their homes, took and placed them in a school to erase them and undo what they labeled as savage. Before the gate, your long hair shit tossed in a pile like it was garbage, stripped down from your customer type. Your skin scrubbed till it bleed, put his clothes in the fight, and bury his items, replace them with ours. Give him a Bible, teach him to read, preach him indeed. If he speaks one word of his tongue, no song from the homeland, which he learned as a young buck from an Osage in a village to a school made of brick. What they planned was to kill him, save the man was the model. Sodomized by a priest, traumatized, getting beat, grueling rations when he eat. Many died cause they starved, no one notified. Buried in the yard for not following the cross. All revisions from my ancestors, your heart beats through me. From his home, yeah, they pulled him apart. They took a daughter from her home, they were forced to depart. Amongst the others on the train, they called the Iron Horse. Another native fell victim to their Holocaust.
I need everybody to put your hands up like this. Yeah. For the people.
I'm not sure I could.
Nah.
They say time heals everything, but I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
She came from a family of 5. She was 9 at the time when they came to pay the people a visit. With a man who translated the language, they promised beautiful things. And she attended without mentioning the evil they imposed. His hands clammy and they cold as he shakes with a smile on his face. Now she on her way to Carlisle. With no knowledge of her fate, he tell her calm down. Come now, we at the gate. She see the faces of her schoolmates, saddened and broke. They sat her down, cut her hair and made her wear proper clothes to look civilized. No more living like a tribe life. So if you try to speak a a word in your tongue. Your mouth washed was the punishment amongst others. Girls raped and made mothers, babies born, babies murdered, women sterilized and acted genocide. Motherfucker, you heard me, fuck the government. Cause we didn't die, we survived. Took his son from his home, yeah, they pulled him apart. They took a daughter from my home, they were forced it apart. Amongst the others on the train, they called the Iron Horse. Another native fell victim to their Holocaust.
Yo, make some noise for yourselves tonight.
Forget, I'm not sure I could. They say,
Yeah.
time heals everything, but I'm still waiting.
For more than 500 years we've been fighting to live. 80s baby born in 85. 12 years after Wounded Knee, but what about the massacre? What they slaughtered 300, now you talking about the movie 1890 on the cold December day when the cavalry came and started shooting cause of ceremony. Scared we might raise the dead and take back our lands. Raise our arms and make a stand and fighting back with these words. If you don't know your past, then your future is bleak. So seek knowledge from the elders who still living. Hold the teachers for the people. Read tomorrow, gotta carry on traditions for our children. So we bridging the gap, cause brass out to break us down by creation of school. 1879, we were taken, treated cruel like some animals. The priests never took sabbatical from beating and raping your women and men, the fucking demons. They took his son from his home, yeah, they pulled him apart. They took a daughter from our home, they were forced it apart. Amongst the others on the train, they called the Iron Horse. Another native fell victim to their Holocaust. Yeah, yeah.
Sounds good.
Make some noise for yourselves again.
United.
I'm not sure
Kamara
I could.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
They
Cause they
say
be on the beat.
time heals everything,
Nah,
but I'm still waiting.
yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate it, y'all. Let's do that again. When I say fuck the, you say system. Fuck the. System. Fuck the. System. Fuck the. System. Fuck the. System. There you go.
I like it because no one's mad that I curse, so usually they let you curse too much. I really give a fuck. But, all right, next up, I'm so excited. Please make noise for the beautiful, wonderful, amazing Mahina Movement!
Hokusaita Okamataleva. Meshikate away. Meshikate away. Oh, money bad me. Oh, money bad me. Karibu. Karibu. Hey. Okusaita. Okusaita Kamataleva. Meshikate away. Oh, money bad me. Mahina. 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 Moon, my creator, my guide. Moving cycles.
Together, Mahina Movement.
That cyclical motion
Of having life, living life, giving life, afterlife.
Mahina is our birth and it is our
Rebirth. We are sons,
daughters,
men, women, trans, move.
daughters of the island,
Of these islands.
of this
island, and we feel the spirit every day, guiding us through endings for the new beginning.
And I am not afraid. Well, sometimes I am afraid.
We are not afraid to explore new horizons, recognize those rotations, so the revolutions can keep on coming. What's up, everybody? What's up?
Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's such an honor to be here tonight. Just give it up for the ancestors in this space. That's right. Give it up for all of our ancestors having a party up in ancestral land. Just happy that this is happening, okay? From the Blackamoors to the Lakota to the Mashinnecock to around the world again, okay? So just give a big round of applause for yourself. Yes.
Woo, woo.
Thank you so much, the People's Forum and all the sound guys. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
And another round of applause for the
setting us
DJ.
Yes, Agua Panela. Woo!
We're going to do some pieces for you tonight. I just want to shout out Lori Arbiter, who's was up fighting the good fight with Kavanaugh. You might have seen her on the news, or Trump tweeted about our dear friend saying she wasn't making these T-shirts in the basement from love. Well, she was. I know it's hard to believe, but Trump, he lies sometimes. I know, you know. So just for everybody out here on the front grounds just doing stuff, just thank you.
Thank you. All right. So this next piece is called Sol y Luna, along with a spoken word piece that is called Cusco. Taita inti mamma kia, taita inti mamma kia. Sonkoi pitaita hinti kuyaiki mamma kia. Sonkoi pitaita hinti kuyaiki mamma kia. Mamma kia. Sagrados momentos. Siento mis raíces aquí, en este terreno, pasando paraísos verdes, amplias pampas, las altas montañas y cielo que siento tocar. Detrás la mirada de la tierra, women dance in vivid colors on the street, quickly swift their feet, fill the air with sacred energy on these lands of rich history. Detrás la mirada de la tierra, strappers carry pounds and pounds of pain and goods on their back, pace their pies up and down holy hills de los pueblos. Detrás la mirada de la tierra, oigo gritos, llantos, represión, eliminación de mi gente, un gran dolor que se recuerda. Detrás la mirada de la tierra, I feel resistencia, poder en manos y en alma. Todos los días amando la tierra y hex de pacha. Runa cuna, runa cuna, ancha hatun pachama, ancha hatun munakuk pachama, ancha hatun munakuk pachama. Runacuna, ancha hatun munakuk mamá, madre de corazón inmenso, somos tan pequeños bajo de ti, taita en ti, la luz en nuestros seres, lo llevamos en todos los tiempos y con los ancestros. Lay my bare feet on these bare grounds, I've been here before. Thousands and thousands of years ago. Detrás la mirada de la tierra, Pachamama, Pachacama, Pachacutic, con mucho corazón, te amo.
So a shout out to everyone in the Dakotas, but just everyone dealing with how they're killing us through the water. 2016, the river is running dry. Well, you better take a sip of water because water is life. You roll down the levees, you roll in the pipes. They put the water in a bottle, sold it to you for $1.95, y'all. If water is life, water, then we ain't living. Water. How many more have got to die before we're risen? Resurrection. I see Frankie from the Peace Poets. Give it up for Peace Poets. Come on, Frankie. You gonna come and lay down some bridge for us, just like you did. Yeah, Frankie. When we were in the basement of Decolonize this place. Water is life. Water. Then we ain't living, y'all.
Standing rock, raise your voice high up in the sky till the rain coming down, wash away all the lies. Feel the pain of the land when you look in our eyes. Know when we take a stand, bet the truth's gon' rise. We wise, got the elders, we live, here to tell you we here. Steady building, we rock this for our children. Come together with a vision for a better day. Hands high, and let me hear you say,
water is life. Water. Resurrection 2018, the world's still spinning around like the barrel to a gun that shoots, but no one makes a sound. Blood is in the water, water's in the blood. Pull the trigger cause that nigga look like he up to no good. Do you hear me? Water. Water is life, then we ain't living. No, how many more have got to die? How many? Before we're risen, resurrection. Frankie!
Yes,
give it up to the Peace Poets.
Peace Poets, we love you, hermano.
We're here on Thursday. This Thursday, right here. No. Not this Thursday. We're definitely not here this Thursday.
DCTV. Okay. War Resistors League.
Which day is it?
It's on Thursday, October 11th. We will be happily honoring our brothers, the Peace Poets.
Not this Thursday, but next Thursday.
This
Thursday.
October 11th.
Yeah,
that's right.
This Thursday.
Yeah. All good, Gabby, all good. Yeah, this is right. All good.
This Thursday.
We just love the Peace Poets.
And then Juan and I again are here on the 14th to represent Mahina Movement.
Congo in Harlem.
Congo in Harlem, but Congo at the People's Forum.
Yes.
I'll be here too.
All right, this piece is dedicated to my mother, Litia Makikau Fakinu. I remember. I forgot. We forgot. Our memory is forgetful. We have memorized the forgotten. Make me remember the me in remember. Make me the honorary first member to join. Remember. remember, make my tongue savor that tongue that I cannot speak, that I do not hear every day, only written from storytellers, gone, forgotten in graves, nothing written down, tongues pulled out, left without taste, left with no instructions to become. Become of what? I speak this tongue, my second to be spoken, this tongue that sometimes sounds like tin. Can you understand me? That has cut my brown skin, has given me privilege because I speak English. And they tell me, hey, you know what? You speak English very well. My English is loud because I laugh loud. Make me talk this talk so you can keep on walking. I am a scholarly daughter. I relish in theory and discourse, pedagogy and conjunction. Junction, what's my function? Deconstruction. My critical talk quickens the tongue, sharpens the mind, elevates this tongue, earns me the names Miss High and Mighty, Miss thinks she's too good for us, but I gotta be honest, my tongue is sometimes stumbles, preoccupied with never good enoughs. I gotta be better, be better, be better. I don't ever wanna drop mi cultura y lenguaje to survive in this place, in this space. This language of immigrants, fobs, fresh off the boats, this language that is always italicized, but should be under bold. I don't ever wanna say Tonga like Tonga, just because everyone can pronounce it. If I take this time to teach you how to say it, will you please take the time to say it? Ofa atu. And when I write love poems, I scratch them in the sky with my tongue, seal them in trees with a tongue tied, scrawl them on trains with loose tongue, and delicately squeeze them in the cracks of Nostrand Avenue and Fulton with hard tongue. My tongue will swallow all your fears and all your doubts, make your sweat tingle, automatically forming words that are legible. Sound it out slowly, practice, practice, tracing over and over on your body of lined paper. Not sweet nothings, but delicious somethings. Mi amor, mi vida, mi corazón. Mi milagro, talavomo, ilole. No interpreters needed, no translations. These conversations between two tongues are understood. They announce pantomimes of future actions in hideaway spots. They twirl and bend and play to the rhythm of loud pumping hearts lay side by side in taste buds of sweetness, making their own water beds to lie in. Will I forget these stories that you told me, Mama? These stories that our lives have been through. Would my daughter, if I had a daughter, ask me, where are we from? And will they believe her when she tells them, my mom is Tongan, but I am American. I was born in this country. And I'll have to ask her, do you remember? And beg her to write it all down. And she will sing, Mama, I write the poems that illiterates can read. Feel my words and hear the text. You sing.
Then Georgie will make the fire light.
You can put out the flame, cause I speak the fire. I devour these tongues, caress the planes of its letters, nibble on its pronunciations, chew on its angles like sugarcane, suck the sweetness out, slide down the smoothness of all the vowels, and lick all the question marks away. She sings the song of memory, knowing that they think she has forgotten. She's got no pen to write it all down, only a tongue that remembers Manatui.
From the door of no return, shackled on a ship, treated like I was no longer human, sent to a foreign land to be a slave. I stood on that auction block while your money talked in your indifference way, and a country was born by hands that were tied, by backs that were whipped and torn. And I still raised your children while my family was sold never to be seen again. They tried to break me down. They tried to steal my freedom, Lord. Well, but I am still around. I have my voice, and you're going to hear I'm free. No darkness can turn out this light. I'm free. No truth can be turned into a lie. I'm free. No future without no Jim Crow. I'm free. No Jim, no Crow. No future until all of us free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Free. Yeah.
How is everybody feeling? All right, y'all. I wrote this song after going to Palestine with Nancy for the first time with Existence is Resistance Summer Tour in 2016. And this was, I got inspired by listening to a lot of Anatiju when we would go from different refugee camps, because we would be in the car for hours, right? So we would listen to a lot of Anatiju and like just songs that we loved when we were traveling back and forth and avoiding checkpoints, especially when we had our Palestinian brothers and sisters with us. Okay. So I want everyone to take a deep breath with me. Respira profundo. Aquí estamos juntos, somos la luz de un nuevo mundo. Respira profundo, aquí estamos juntos, somos la luz de nuevo mundo. Desde las montañas andinas mi corazón palpita, hasta estos pasos en los campos de refugio en Balata, Palestina, donde la alma de la juventud grita: libera, libera, libera nuestras tierras de tus armas que causan genocidio en esta ocupación. Queremos caminar a la escuela.
Take your time, sis.
Stay with me.
You got this! Desde las montañas andinas mi corazón palpita, hasta estos pasos en los campos de refugio en Balata, Palestina, donde la alma de la juventud grita: libera, libera nuestras tierras de tus armas que causan genocidio en esta ocupación. Queremos caminar a la escuela, free from your checkpoints. Respirar profundo, aquí estamos juntos, somos la luz de nuevo mundo. Respirar profundo, aquí estamos juntos, somos la luz de nuevo mundo. Vengo de la vientre de Pachamama, hija colonizada, aprendiendo regresando a la mujer indígena con rebeldía y dignidad. Juntos somos las mujeres que luchan a quemar el sistema hasta abajo, ya no más. Respira profundo, aquí estamos juntos, somos la luz de un nuevo mundo. Respira profundo, aquí estamos juntos, somos la luz de nuevo mundo. Libera, libera, libera Palestina.
libera, 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 momia, derrumba las cárceles y la industria, libera, 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 momia, derrumba las cárceles y la industria. Respira profundo, aquí estamos juntos, somos la luz de un nuevo mundo. Respira profundo, aquí estamos juntos, somos la luz de un nuevo mundo. Yeah, girl! Thank you. Thank you.
How y'all doing? Are we all together now? Are we all one now? We all one?
Yes. This is our last piece. Yes, I say hi, go into Sugar Lounge and drink around.
Wow, a last ensemble.
All right.
You know, I wrote this because America is just full of opioid addiction. And I grew up in the 70s where, you know, I had a sister who was a heroin addict and a brother who was a heroin addict and cocaine addiction, all kinds of addiction. And we like to, you know, some people like to point fingers, but I mean, the biggest pusher is American capitalism. And so, I mean, we've been rooting this addiction from the first days that folks who weren't from here came here. So this song is called I Stay High. From the take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back. From the gun to the powder to the powder to the nose, from the needle to the vein to the tracks of your tears, blood drips to the reds to the whites to the blues in your guitar. Sing your song, Mr. Sandman, tell them why you're here. Every day, every night, every time you travel back too far, I stay high. Yes, I am. Ooh, I am. From the God to the devil to the devil to the God, from the boat to the ocean to the seat on your throne, blood drips to the reds to the browns, through the black inside your womb. Sing your song, Mr. Sandman, tell them where you're from. Every time they forget to remember the cycles of the moon, I stay high. Yes, I am. Ooh, I am. I woke up from my horse back into the future when men rode horses and killed me with their iron sword. And I fought with all my might. Well, wouldn't you know it, I lost to that horse. Gunpowder came and blew my mind. Must be a God. Hallelujah, I'm only human. I lean loud or fall low deep into my high. Must be the devil in me. Lord, I'm only human. I stay high. Yes, I say. But then I remember what they told me, the lie they told me that I had to fix. Christopher Columbus did not discover America, and Cortez was the god of death indeed. Well, now Pizarro and Balboa like to show their
people in the name of gold and greed.
Jesus didn't have nothing to do with it, no. They took him along just to justify the plan. Well, now, all of us here left with our own implication. We
shall not be removed here from Sugarland.
Listen to me.
Sugarland, we got the gold. The gold ain't for sale and it can't be stolen. Sugarland, lies have been told, bodies been sold, but we keep on rolling, rolling.
Sugar, Sugarland, y'all. Hey, we're raising up Canaan. Sugarland,
Sugarland, words are spoken. Crack that cane so hard, our backs became unbroken.
People of the world, don't you know we came from
Africa?
We went across the world, became all of humankind. We built the pyramids and the very first universities
long before a colonizer lost his mind.
Fast forward, fast times of fast food, corporate plantations, mass production, bad mood,
American exceptionalism.
Our infidel people been reduced to servitude,
but they cannot take our gold or our fortitude. Sugarland, we got the gold. The gold ain't for sale and it can't be stolen. Sugarland, lies have been told, bodies been sold, but we keep on rolling,
rolling, rolling,
rolling. Dreamt ourselves into this universe. We dreamt ourselves into this world. We dreamt ourselves into this land. We can't dream ourselves into freedom.
Dream, dream,
dream ourselves into freedom.
Dream, dream.
What kind of electrons does freedom got? If we jumped ourselves here, we must have more than not. Yo, we got a lot. If we jumped ourselves in this universe, not only can we mix up, cook up, jump up, subatomic freedom particles, the infinitesimal, microscopic, invisible, rapidly moving like tiny drums, beating tiny drums, then flip it, see, mix it, flip it. Now we're here. Chiseled into our skulls, knocked up into our psyches. We once made pyramids and moccasins, and today we make Nikes. We used to be able to breathe in fresh air, and today we inhale Air Jordans. We used to be able to fly, and now we can only jump and run away from the sun. Once we praise and live by on a daily. Once we study and dilly-dally from the Nile River to Cali. Children of the sun. What's up, son? Come undone. We gotta lose this ton of lies. It's boring and it ain't fun. Not even Cypress Hill can break it off, son.
Into freedom. Dream, dream. Dream ourselves into. Dream ourselves into what? Dream ourselves into what? Dream ourselves into. Dream ourselves into freedom. Yeah.
Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you. We love you all. Thank you. Shout out to all our indigenous peoples, indigenous lands. Indigenous Peoples Day. Indigenous Peoples Day every day.
We want to give it up to the People's Forum, to Claudia,
People's Forum.
family, Nancy, family.
Thank you so much.
Everybody
From Palestine to Turtle Island.
We got some more
Tonga to New York fucking City. Thank you.
You know we're people of color because we just all talk over one another all the time. It's just natural. Okay, please stay around. There's some amazing performances coming up.
I don't need a mic. Okay. I don't really need a mic, but I'll use it. Fuck the system. Fuck the system. I was going to say something else, but I'm really holding myself back. I need you all to repeat after me. On a move. On a move. Louder than me without a mic. On a move. Hands up if you know who Ramona Africa is. Wow. The MOVE organization out of Philadelphia that was bombed in 1985 by their own government. Ramona Africa is one of the survivors. Children and women got burnt to death in 1985 in Philadelphia. And Ramona Africa has been a supporter of all struggles. She has been everywhere, all over the country, speaking out on various issues. She has supported our movement, Existence is Resistance, Palestine, and she needs our help now. She is not very well, and they have a fundraiser here on October 13th. Where's your phones again, folks? We're going to do this. We do this as we go. You know what I'm saying? There's no time like the present. We all got cell phones tweeting and texting people bullshit. So we're just going to put in our calendars that on October 13th at 5 o'clock right here, there's a spoken word event, and then they have a live DJ, and we're going to party, and we're going to put a little bit of money towards Ramona's medical bills and help our sister any way we can, because she rocks for us every fucking day. So October 13th, it's a Saturday, there's no excuses. We spend money on bullshit coffees for $5 in the city. We spend, you know what I mean? Like, don't buy a pack of cigarettes for a day. Don't buy some weed for a day. You feel what I'm saying? October 13th, please come out here at the People's Forum. We love this space. This space is what we've been waiting for, you know what I'm saying? So let's take advantage of it. Let's support the space. Let's support the people that need it. Frank, we love you, bro. Shout out to the Peace Poets. Shout out to Mahina Movement, Wawate, Benais, everybody that's blessed the stage tonight. I want you all to make some noise for the amazing duo. Are you coming up together? Okay, so make some noise for our brother, because we're on his land, Frank Waln.
All right, so y'all kind of got to hear a lot about me in the panel, so I'm going to drop right into some music, because most of the time I have to contextualize, you know, my music, but you got a lot of context in the panel. So the song I'm going to do, this first song is called Wokiksuye, and I'm releasing this song tomorrow. This is the Lakota word for remembrance. And I like to start out with this song because this song roots me in where I come from. I come from the He Dog community on the Rosebud Reservation in central South Dakota. I was raised by a family of women. I kind of joke and say me and my cousins were the no-dad tribe. It was like us and our moms raising us. And I was born on not born, but I was raised on a ranch out on my res, a small ranch ran by Native women. And that really influenced my life and my work. So this song is about who I am and where I come from, a remembrance of my family, a remembrance of my nation. So the chorus is in Lakota. I say, Wokiksuye miyoyate, which means remembrance of my nation. I say, Wokiksuye mitiwahe, which means remembrance of my family. And in this track, which I produced, you're going to hear native flute. And you're going to hear some sisters from way northern Canada. They're Inuit throat singers. They're called the Sila singers. So you're going to hear throat singing and native flute on this track. Let me tell you what it means. Chasing lonely res kid dreams. Nights banging out beats on that laptop screen. With nothing but your heart telling you you're right. I had to go through the dark just to find my light. Shout out my mother and my aunties, cause they raised us all. To the settler colonial state I pray it fall. I'm from the res, born, bred, and raised on ball. That means I bled, tear shed over shit I saw. Yeah. So I ain't one to judge loved ones doing time who succumbed to drugs. We used to run around the res, now we pray and smudge. Our grandparents went to church, used to pray for us. Concentration camp blues never make the news. These settlers rig the game when they make the rules. Our cultures hold the truth, so take the jewels. The fires in our youth ancestors return soon. Wokiksuye miyoyate, Wokiksuye miyoyate, Wokiksuye, 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 Mitiwahe, Wokiksuye, Mitiwahe, Wokiksuye, 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 yeah. Born on the res, raised on the res. Say a prayer for my family sitting in the feds. I'm made on the res, music's played on the res. Thought suicide, my life was saved on the res. I started on the res, starving artist on the res. And then I left for school and I was hardly on the res. It's hard being gone, but it's harder on the res. Sometimes I act heartless cause my heart is on the res. My mama on the res, and she can't find a job. My grandma on the res, and every day she prayed to God. But God forgot about us. History's taught without us. You're living on our land, but ain't nobody thought about us. I'm writing songs about us because I miss my home. I'll tell the world about you and how you made me strong, how you gave me love, how you made me smart. You were my first love. You're always in my heart. Wokiksuye, Niyoyate, Wokiksuye, Niyoyate, Wokiksuye, 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 Mitiwahe, Wokiksuye, Mitiwahe, Wokiksuye, Wokiksuye, Wokiksuye. I'm reconnecting with my sister, healing wounds with my brother. Survived some dark things I talked through with my mother. I try to forgive my father, but some days it's harder. Me and my mom would struggle, he wouldn't even bother. The struggle made me smarter, woke sape otehi. I had to learn to let go, for creator to bless me. White people, they stress me, my people, they stress me. But until the day I die, Lakota's how you address me. I'll take you back to the res, take you back to the spot where the settlers are cold and the summers are hot and the cattle got sold. My mom almost got shot. Stories we never told, some we wish we forgot. Wanna keep Suyabo, now we gotta remember. Like burying loved ones in the cold of the winter, or playing with your cousins under the summer sun. Feel the spirits of our ancestors like thunderous drums. Yeah, Wokiksuye, Niyoyate, Wokiksuye, Niyoyate, Wokiksuye, 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 Mitiwahe, Wokiksuye, Mitiwahe, Wokiksuye, 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 Wokiksuye. Thank you very much. So me and my sister got a really dope set planned out for you. We're gonna do this little round robin thing where we share the stage because our work has a lot of interconnecting themes. So we're just gonna give you guys themes about our stories and the forms of our art. So I need you guys to help me welcome up someone, but I'm gonna gas her up a bit because she's really special to me. She's not only like a sister to me and an incredible poet, singer, educator, and a writer, a ton of other things that I forgot to mention, but she's also my manager. And she started managing me back in 2014. And I really needed a manager. I needed a native manager. And I knew it, but I didn't really articulate it. And I really wanted a native woman to manage me because I grew up being raised by strong native women. And I just felt like, you know, as long as a strong native woman is leading the way, then I'm on the right path. And so she had never managed anyone before. And we met through our scholarship, and we met on the road. We did shows together. We just developed this brother and sister relationship. And it started with a prayer in 2014. We sat down with some sage, and we were like, let's try this out. If it doesn't work, we'll go back to the drawing board. But if it works, it works. Fast forward, now she started an all-native management company called Dream Warrior. She manages, 4 or 5 native artists. She has to turn people down. People ask her every month if she could manage them. She got to turn them down, So, and we were able to create a scholarship through that management company, which was her idea, but we just, went with it. So I need you all to help me welcome up Tanaya Winder to the stage right now.
Thank you, everyone. So my name's Tanaya. I'm enrolled Duckwater Shoshone, but I'm also Pyramid Lake Paiute and Southern Ute. I grew up on the Southern Ute Reservation, and I'm also Black heritage as well. So I'm going to share with you a poem, a spoken word piece that I wrote during Standing Rock for the water protectors. I wasn't able to make it up there just because of my work and the things that I do, and I just thought about where my body would be, like my physical body would be of the most service, and it was staying with my kids to continue doing the work I've been doing. So I offered what I could as a poet, and this poem is called Resistance. Resistance, noun. 1, to exert oneself so as to counteract or defeat. 2, to withstand the force or effect of. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? And the concussion grenades, red glare, water cannons bursting in freezing air temperatures, rubber bullets shot at water protectors gave proof through the night that America is still spelled with 3 Ks. America, a word that starts with an A turned upright like pointed white hood, saluting the settler colonialism. Ism, a dangerous definition or doctrine of discovery buried in the highest court of the land supreme. Supremacy of the free, home of the brave, braves who became animals upon discovery. But you cannot discover a people who already existed, and you cannot find something that was never lost. Even an indigenous Holocaust couldn't get us written about in history books. Our numbers may not be written on arms, but you can count the amount of headstones from children buried in Indian boarding schools. America thought we died there when they cut our hair, stabbed our tongues into silence, pried our mouths open into singing anthems of freedom in English. A language America force-fed down our throats like a pill called assimilation, telling us to let go of all that we hold sacred. Like our connection to the land, by moving us onto reservation, into desolation, a symbolic annihilation so deafening today, people forget we exist, or that we are real. Never seeing beyond the painted faces of Washington Redskins. This corporate colored red skins our identity and bleeds in a country built on the back of brown bodies, genocide and slavery. What do those stars and stripes represent when those in power won't even honor our treaty rights? Whose rights when we all have a right to survive and be free, to live, to drink clean water and not build walls around these man-made borders? When history is written by colonizers, they are always the heroes. Colonizer made from colon, body politic, a black snake swallowing everything, a black snake swallowing everything, a black snake swallowing everything. When they're drilling in the name of money and killing our water and soil in the name of oil, and our sisters are being stolen, and the holes we dig in the earth mirror the holes we keep digging in ourselves. We keep digging in ourselves. And who can tell what is the real truth when alternative facts are birthed in a colonial womb? But the revolution will never be won through patriarchy or held at the fists or lips of patriarchal men, but it will be born from women who know how to carry movements in the womb of intertwining lives. The revolution will be birthed from women who know that deliverance and delivery come from being ripped open in an unstoppable force that reminds us our most powerful weapons will always be giving life, and a body in prayer that stands up unafraid to see, to speak. Can you see me? Can you see us when you sing? Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? You have a right to remain silent, but you also have the right not to be. Thank you. Thank you. So please welcome back up my brother, Frank Waln.
One more time for Tanaya as she leaves the stage. That's one of my favorite poems from her. And if you didn't, get her book, because everywhere we go, that thing sells out. And yeah, so get her book if you like that poem. This next song I'm going to do is a song I've wanted to make since I was a kid, actually. So I remember being a kid, you know, I was on the res and was watching this movie. It was Disney's Peter Pan back in the day, a cartoon one. And I was really into the movie. You know, when I was a kid, I fell for the Disney groom. And I was into the movie and got to the scene with the Indians. You guys remember the scene with the Indians? And they had us like, we stole Wendy. For some reason, settlers always got us stealing white women, which we never really did. Like, I actually read an account where one thing that started happening out in the plains is white women started fleeing to native societies because they got treated better than they did in the settler societies. And so they had to create this myth that natives were stealing these white women to, you know, drive up this savage mentality. And so, you know, Disney fell back on that. We captured Wendy, and then they went to go get her. And the scene with the Indians where they had us like talking like animals and running around and doing all this crazy stuff. And I remember watching when I was a kid and thinking, no native I know acts like that. you know. And I didn't realize that that was supposed to represent me at the time. As a kid, it was like those were TV Indians or something. And then, you know, when I left home, when I went, I received a scholarship, was able to leave home, I learned that that's what the world thought about me, and that's what was being taught to the world about who we were as people. We were savages, we were less than human, we were stupid, you know, we stole white women, all this crazy stuff. And I wanted to do something with one of those Disney songs, one of those racist Disney songs, because there's a lot of them, you know, they're catchy, but they were racist. And so I was record shopping in Minneapolis, Minnesota some years back, and I looked in the children's bin. I found the Disney Peter Pan soundtrack for $1 on vinyl. So I took it home, I chopped it up into some samples, and I made this beat, made a new song called What Makes the Red Man Red. But I want you guys to note, you're gonna hear some slurs against Native people on this record, and that was all dialogue on that children's record, you know? So I just took everything in this song off of a children's record. Think about that.
Personally, I should prefer to see the Aborigines. And the Indians, too. And the Indians, too. This should be the most enlightening.
What makes the red man red? Teach them all about Red Man. What made the red man red? 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 About Red Man, Red Man.
Your history books, your holidays, Thanksgiving lies and Columbus Day. Tell me why I know more than the teacher. Tell me why I know more than your preacher. Tell me why you think the red man is red, stained with the blood from the land you bled. Tell me why you think the red man is dead, with a big headdress on your head. Tell me what you know about thousands of nations, displaced and confined to concentration camps called reservations. We died for the birth of this nation. Hollywood betrays us wrong. History books say we're gone. The God of church say we're wrong. We're from the earth and made us strong.
On many moons, Red Man fight pale-faced.
What made the red man red?
What made the red man red?
What made the red man red? What made the red man red?
Do you want to stay here? Like savages? Like savages?
Savages, as savage does. The white man came and ravaged us, caused genocide. Look in my eyes and tell me who you think the savage was.
Savages?
Alright, we're gonna turn up the energy a little bit. I need you guys to help. Everybody, let's clap to the beat. Yeah. Manifest destiny, arrest what's best for me. They kill my culture, America made a mess of me. You inherited everything we die for, and all we get is a goddamn mascot. Manifest destiny, arrest what's best for me. You kill my culture, America made a mess of me. You inherited everything we die for, and all we get is a goddamn mascot. We're not your redskins.
On many moons, Red Man fight pale-faced. Sometimes you win, sometimes we win.
You made me red when you killed my people. Made me red when you bled my tribe. Made me red when you killed my people. Stained with the blood of genocide, yeah. The real true story of the red man. The real true story of a red man, yeah. No matter what's been written or said, keep the clap up, clap double time. Give it to me now, give it to me now. What made the red man red? What made your red man red? What made your red man red?
Pale-faced.
Savages?
Pale-faced savages.
Capture a few Indians. Savages?
Now you know why the red man is red. Thank you guys very much. So I just want to, you know, for all colonized people, for all black and brown people, you look at history, the colonizers painted us as savages, but if you look at the reality of what happened, they were the savages. They did savage things that I won't even repeat on this stage. So never let them ever
tell you that we were savages when they are still savage. So that song also, if you like that song, so I've already won 3 and I haven't submitted for a while, but I don't know if you guys ever heard the NAMMYs. They're like the Native American Music Awards. They're like the Native Grammys. But that song is nominated for Best Dance Song at the NAMMYs. I'm up for Artist of the Year and Best Rap Hip Hop Recording. So you can vote. Go to NativeAmericanMusicAwards.com and you can vote for me. I'm up for Artist of the Year, Best Rap Hip Hop Recording, and Best Dance Song. So, yeah, thank you. I'm gonna keep rolling. This next song I'm gonna do is a song that took me many years to write. I think it was because it was really painful. The song is called 7, and this song is about, I think, what it feels like to be a part of what they call the 7th generation, the 7th generation prophecy. You know, a lot of Native people talk about we're living in a time of prophecy right now. And 7 generations back, a lot of our ancestors foresaw that right now would be a time of great suffering and great struggling, but great healing. You know, this was foretold. We're living in a time of living, breathing prophecy. We are the answers to our ancestors' prayers. You know, they prayed we would be alive. They survived genocides. And here we are, all of our spirits come together in this room tonight to learn from each other, to grow with each other, to heal together. And that's the stuff that they were praying for 7 generations ago, that stuff like this would be happening. And so, you know, another teaching is that is also thinking 7 generations ahead. Whatever you do now will have most impact 7 generations down the line. So that's very non-Western. Everything's like me now, me now. But our people looked at time differently. Time was very fluid. And, you know, things like that remind me of that. So also, you know, in that 7 generation teaching is also reminds you, what kind of ancestor will we be? What kind of ancestor are you going to be? Because one day we're going to be an ancestor, you know. And so I wanted to write a song about what it just feels like to be a part of that incredible process of healing and you know, recovering from genocide and recovering from our ceremonies and cultures being outlawed in this country until 1978. For almost 100 years, we couldn't even practice our cultures, and it caused a lot of trauma in my home community, in our grandparents, great-grandparents, parents, and you know, there was just a lot of trauma because of these policies. And so I think our generation of colonized people, one of our tasks is to heal those wounds for our ancestors, because they never could. A lot of them were just trying to survive. And we can heal them by healing ourselves and healing our communities. And so it's you know, it's a big task, and it's heavy and it's painful. And so I wrote a song called 7. And you will also hear Tanaya Winder's voice on this track.
Always start with you, alive and well, and not me. I'd gladly give up every poem I've ever spoken, have my mouth call back each and every one of them from your ears back into my pen's failed attempts at trying to put back the splintered pieces of our hearts, our hearts, our hearts staring at a blank page, wishing we could begin again.
Thousands of warriors will come rushing in. Our ancestors wage war with the government in the spirit of Spotted Tail and John Trudell. This is spiritual awakening. They feed us lies, but we won't take it in. Let us ride on the lands where our ancestors died, breathing life into our cultures they said were petrified. They tell a history that our peoples don't recognize. The U.S. government should be charged with genocide, spitting rhymes in a time of blood, quantum, and suicide. We survived, staying strong. All those times we should have died. I confess, I'm depressed. Sometimes I can't take the stress. Living is a test, distressed up in the Wild West. My fam suffers, the land suffers. I hate the silence. I hate statistics. I hate the prisons. I hate the violence. I hate these politicians making the wrong decisions. I hate these men that inflict this violence upon our women. They hate to see us rise. We're on their TVs, man. Remind these settlers that they're up on treaty land. I did this with my music, a CD in my hand, a microphone in the other. This is the sound of a nation rising, a generation with a vision. We're tired of our people dying. 7th generation, you have risen downtown to this nation rising, a generation with a vision. We hear our Mother Earth crying. 7th generation, you in prison. Yeah, the system tries to hold us down. They hold us down. They force our cultures underground, underground. But they ain't stopping no one now, no one now. We're stronger and we know it now, we know it now. I go stands over drums, my music speaks to the young. I give my heart for my people, the revolution's begun. We're standing stronger than ever when history weighs a ton. I'm giving thanks to Creator and suffering with the sun. My mother says I'm a son, my people say I'm the one. My microphone it inspire, I fire it like a gun. Higher into your privilege, conspiring with the spirits. My environment require my lyrics be the exhibit of genius that has a plan. My allegiance is with the land. My people agree to care for, therefore I'ma make a stand. My freedom is non-existent, convenient to Uncle Sam. They're colonizing our minds, we're compromising their plans. Our knowledge lives in the land, the answers live in our youth. The cancers live in our elders, I'm trying to see the truth. My brothers and sisters suffer while people silence our voices. They hold our mouth shut, them tell us that we are voiceless, but they just don't listen. Privilege is a tradition, now people in their prisons. Our sisters end up missing. I petition my position to live in conditions that kill my people. Now feel my vision, bow down to a nation rising. A generation with a vision. We're tired of our people dying. 7th generation, we have risen. We have risen, bow down to a nation rising. A generation with a vision. We hear our Mother Earth crying. 7th generation, you have risen. You have risen, yeah.
Battles wouldn't end in bloodshed, but instead arrive off into a sun rising with warriors always returning from war. Warriors always returning from war.
Yeah, the system tries to hold us down, it holds us down. They force our cultures underground, underground. But they ain't stopping no one now, no one now. You're stronger and you know it now, you know it now. Yeah, the system tries to hold us down, it holds us down. They force our cultures underground, underground. But they ain't stopping no one now, no one now. We're stronger and we know it now, we know it now. The system tries to hold us down, it holds us down. They force our cultures underground, underground. But they ain't stopping no one now, no one now. Cause you're stronger and you know it now, you know it now. Thank you. Let's keep that energy flowing, and let's welcome Tanaya Winder up. She's gonna keep it going for it. Give it up for the sound people too for making all this possible. I got my degree in this, and this stuff is a lot of work, so we're grateful for them.
So like the cool story behind this guitar is actually I decided in December that I wanted to start just really like doing music more because I love singing, and I just wanted to be able to like do covers that I like. Like I wasn't even gonna write my own songs. I just like wanted to play covers that are on like my random feel-good playlist to just help me feel good by playing them. And so I had like bought myself this guitar, and I was like really excited about it. Like I'm choosing to like do me and do my art. And then I got like this phone call from another artist in our collective named Mike Jordan, and he was just like saying like, you know, the guys, we sent you an edible arrangement, like when are you gonna get home after the holidays? And I was thinking, man, like they know I travel so much, why are they sending me like an edible arrangement? And then like whenever I go home for the holidays, I always just like, we push my flight to the next day, push my flight to the next day. Like I'm always like doing that. And then he was like, your edible arrangement. I'm like, man, that thing must be rank by now. And then I get back to my apartment and I go, they said we had to send it to our friend's house because like you waited too long. And I go there and there's this huge box. And I'm thinking, man, what did they send me? Like I know I eat my feelings, but dang, that's a lot. And then I said, well, what's in that box? And then he said, it was a guitar. It was this guitar actually. So like all my brothers like gifted me this guitar, and it just meant so much to me to like have someone like believe in me and my gifts like that. And you know it takes men a long time to like plan stuff, so the fact that they all could like sign the card, I was like, dang, they really put some thought into it. And then like I said, when I got sober in January, songs just started coming to me. This one I actually wrote for the Native kids and just all kids that I work with. You know, like just sometimes they just go through some tough stuff and you're not always able to help them the way you want to help them, and sometimes all you can do is pray. So this song's called Pray For You. Probably gonna mess up a couple times because I just started playing, but you know, it's like life. You mess up, just keep going. Music keeps going. Can't do those bar chords quite yet, so you'll see what I mean. But so just think of somebody who's going through a tough time, someone you want to send prayers to. Maybe it's you.
Told me that he just wasn't enough. The world told him as a man to be tough. If you got tears, son, you just bottle them up. Is this love? Is this love? She kept telling me how everything went wrong. She kept singing these sad, sad songs. I asked the sky to please open up. What's love? What's love? All I could do is pray. I pray for you. All I could do is pray. I'll pray for you. 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 When you're home and your heart are in a lot of pain, you just can't see a way to survive another day. Wake up begging Creator to take you away. Not today. It's okay. I pray for you when I don't know what else to do. Put tobacco down and I send my prayers up. Creator, please send light to the ones I love. There is love. This is love. All I could do is pray. I pray for you. All I could do is pray. I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you.
Oh, we did it. We did it. Oh my God. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. One of my brothers, he's like an amazing guitarist too, and then he's always like scared to do his acoustic, and then he's like, I see you out there doing it, and it's like, makes me want to get out there and do it. I'm like, it's the only way I'm gonna get over my stage fright is if I do it. So this song, if you were here for the panel, if you were here for the panel, don't tweet my mom that I'm swearing, but if you're so that's the first part, but you heard about my like sobriety story. And so like just thinking about the things that happen to you when you drink, things that happen to like try to hurt your spirit. This song I wrote to call my spirit back from all those things that happened. It's called Come Back to Me. Redo. I'm trying to find my place in this world, but it's hard to heal when there's just so much hurt. Walking around like I'm an open wound. I hear the pain as it speaks to me. It tries to hide the light so I can't see. Stumbling and falling over every misplaced dream. When you feel the darkness and it's tearing you apart, remember sacred medicines you carry in your heart. Call on your spirit, you've had it from the start. Come back to me. Come back to me. I see loved ones fight to not fade away in this world that tries to steal spirits each day, like beautiful colors slowly turning to gray. At times these problems just seem too big. A broken heart I can't find a way to fix it. Tears me down so much sometimes I want to quit. When you feel the pain of trauma eating you away, pray to your ancestors, ask them for some strength. Call on your light that never ever fades. Come back to me. Come back to me. I've never been so full on emptiness, feeling doubt with unhealthiness. I'm tired of looking at everything like it's a test. It's possible to call back every piece you forgot. You get to find everything you thought you ever lost. You have the power to call back your heart. Come back to me. 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 Come back. Thank you. So with that, let's welcome back up my brother Frank.
1, 2. Give it up for Tanaya one more time. I just want to reiterate that she only started playing guitar in January, man, and those are the songs she's writing. Like, it's not even been a year. Man, I've been writing songs for over half my life, and if you weren't my sister, I'd be a little salty. They're so good. But so tonight, I'm gonna do a song for you guys that's really special for me. But before I do it, I just want to say, is he still here? Shout out to Frankie from the Peace Poets. Shout out, brother. I did a show at Brooklyn Academy of Music with the Peace Poets, man, and make some noise if you know and love the Peace Poets. Those guys are dope, man. Those guys are like brothers to me, and they took me out to the Bronx and they fed me, and we just really built and bonded. So I'm really grateful for them. This song I'm gonna do is something I wrote this fall. So as I spoke about earlier in the panel and mentioned a few times, I'm trying to use my songwriting process to learn my language. My great-grandmother took our language to the grave, and I didn't know that she was even fluent. So she died when I was very young. And then I remember being in my early 20s, and I was talking to my mom about her, and my mom was like, yeah, your grandma Lulu, she was fluent, but she wouldn't ever speak it to us. She never taught us anything. We would only hear her talk it when she would go around the other grandmas at a flea market they would do in our community, and they would speak Lakota to each other. And I used to not know why. I remember not know why she, didn't teach it. And then I started learning about boarding schools and everything that happened to our elders as far as, our culture being illegal until 1978. In South Dakota, they would arrest us for singing our songs, doing ceremony. They said we were worshiping the devil. There's old buildings in South Dakota that say a sane asylum for Indians because they would send us to insane asylums. They said we were crazy just for being indigenous. And my great-grandmother was from the generation that went to boarding schools. And my family, a lot of families where I'm from are kind of in like a crisis survival mode. So, you know, for me to even be in this space where I could talk about the things we talked about is even a privilege, you know, because where I come from, a lot of people don't even have the privilege to talk about our future. They're just trying to get through the day. And you know, my great-grandmother in my family, they never talk about their problems. And so she never talked about what happened to her or why. But, you know, I read about what happened in boarding schools, and a lot of our children were abused. A lot of them sexually and physically and spiritually, emotionally. A lot of them didn't survive. Those that did survive were veterans of a war. You know, these schools were military camps. They were designed by a military general. Some of the children even starved themselves rather than being alive. So you can imagine what you have to do to babies to make them starve themselves rather than be alive. And our great-grandparents, our grandparents went through that. And that's why she took it to the grave. She stopped speaking her language out of survival. She didn't teach it to the people she loved out of survival. And that's heavy, you know. And so I want to learn my language before I die so I can heal some of those wounds she took to the grave. And so I decided I was going to start writing songs. And around the time when I was thinking about this for a couple of years, I didn't really have the resources. When I was younger, they had Lakota language in our elementary school, but the only thing they taught us was how to say the Pledge of Allegiance in Lakota to the American flag. And that was it. And but now there's language revitalization programs. You know, there's a Lakota language consortium that meets every year. They got a dope app. They got dictionaries. I was gifted a dictionary. I was told about the app. I got some elders back home that helped me out with translation. So I started writing and trying to, you know, write lyrics in my language. And this song was born out of that. This was the first song. And this song's called Wana Wi Chichaga. This isn't a phrase I made up. So last November, I was doing some shows on the Lower Brule Res and Crow Creek Res in South Dakota. And I got friends that I've known since middle school on both those reses, and they helped bring me up. And I was having dinner with one of my friend's family, and his uncle was talking to us, and it was on Crow Creek Res. They're Dakota, I'm Lakota. There was 3 bands, Dakota, Nakota, and Lakota. And even in the Lakota, there was 7 bands of Lakota, you know, so we had these like very nuanced societies. But our languages had similarities. And this Dakota uncle gave us this phrase, Wana Wi Chichaga. And he said, you know, I didn't make this up. He said, our people have been saying this for thousands of years. We just got it in ceremony, and what it means is Wana means now. We Chichaga means we thrive or we prosper. And he said, we used to say this every day to each other. And so we need to start filling our hearts and our bodies and our spirits and our minds with our languages again, and with, you know, everything they took from us, our songs, our dances. We need to start filling our beings with those again. And so take this phrase and say it to everyone you love every day. And me and his nephew are artists. His nephew's a hip-hop artist too. And he said, you guys are artists, so, you know, take this phrase and do what you will with it. And so this song was born out of that. And when I wrote this song, I wanted to write songs the way my ancestors wrote songs. I didn't want to do Western format of like 16-bar verse, 8-bar hook, bridge, you know, this like Western structured thing. So I was learning some of our old Sundance songs and the translations and looking at how my ancestors structured songs. And I realized it was like really beautiful, poetic phrases, but with a lot of repetition. And so I wanted to write a song that way, and this song was born out of that. But I'm going to need your guys' help on this one. Do you guys want to learn one word in my language tonight? Okay, cool. So we have a word. It means nation or people, oyate. So we'll say it like this, like oyate. Okay. So when I put this hand up, I need you guys to say it with me, but we'll practice. It'll be like oyate. Man, it's about a 4 or 5. My great-grandmother's spirit sitting here like, that's kind of whack, that's kind of weak. And do it a little louder, oyate. All right, cool. So when I put this hand up, I need you guys to say it with me, all right? And we'll do this song together. So we'll say it like this to the drums, oyate, like that, all right? So it'll be like, oyate, okay? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wana Wi Chichaga, Wana Wi Chichaga, Wana Wi Chichaga. Wana Wi Chichaga, Wana Wi Chichaga, Wana. Nina ki wo glake e hanta tanya, anachop tayon, anachop tayon.
Fredaki Kiniage Oichiapo Oichiapo Ninaki Woglake Hantataya Anahotayo Anahotayo Fredaki Kiniage Oichiapo Oichiapo. Yeah. So just like we practice, we need to say it together when I count us down. But let's try to get it up to an 8 or a 9. Let's try to get a little louder, all right? Let's try it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's go. Wana we chichaga, wana we chichaga, wana we chichaga. Wana we chichaga, wana we chichaga, wana we chichaga. Wana we chichaga. All right, that was pretty good. That was about an 8 or a 9. Let's push it up all the way to a 10 on this last one. Let's do it 4 times together. Let's go. Come on. Wana we chichaga, wana we chichaga, wana we chichaga. Wana we chichaga, wana we chichaga, wana we chichaga. Wana we chichaga, wana we chichaga, wana we chichaga. Wana we chichaga, wana we chichaga, wana we chichaga. Thank you guys very much. So I want to thank you guys for saying that word with me because, you know, like I said, my great-grandmother took our language to the grave with her like a lot of elders where I'm from. And we're in a process of trying to bring things back like our language. And I was taught, you know, that language is resistance. And what you do for the language will do for you. And so I want to thank you guys for saying that with me because my great-grandmother's spirit's with me everywhere I go, and she used to not be able to say those words, and she just heard a room full of beautiful people in New York City saying her language. And so Tanaya and I got a couple more songs for you, but we're gonna do some songs we wrote together now. You guys want to see me and Tanaya do some songs together? All right, so let's welcome Tanaya Winder back up to the stage real quick. And I'll let Tanaya introduce this next song because, well, no, she's going to introduce this next song because this song started with her.
So we're very fortunate in that we get to be in community a lot. We get to travel throughout the country to visit different reservations and universities. And we never want it to be just extractive. Like, we don't just want to come in and, like, perform and, like, take resources and things like that, but we want to do our best to honor reciprocity. So whenever we go and we share, you know, it's inevitable that people come up and say, like, oh, I really felt that, resonated with that, and, like, people will share stories. Like, we do storying together. And, you know, some of the things that we pick up and hear are just so intense and really difficult. And so I believe that anything that, like, happens to you, like, that's all energy, and it comes in, and how do we, like, release that energy? And so for us, as, like, a positive outlet, we decided to create a song kind of just about those ruptures and just that history of trauma, that history of healing as well. So this song, we wrote it with the other Dream Warriors artists, Mike Jordan and Tall Paul. It is number 13 on the Indigenous Music Countdown in Canada, so hopefully it will keep going up. Maybe on Sirius XM, yeah. Hopefully we'll make it to number 1. But this is called History of Hearts Breaking.
Down this road too many times, searching for something in them you'll never find. I know you know love is blind, but you never learn love is kind. You've been waiting your whole life to find out who you are. These people judge your skin, but still they fail to see your scars. Everything you're looking for out there is deep inside. Your heart is like an ocean when it's open deep and wide. You gotta keep hustling for your family, struggling for your justice. Forget if they ain't with it, forget them if they're judging. Nothing can ever stop you when your ancestors got you. So no matter what we do, we'll do what we do. We'll do it in a...
This is the history of hearts breaking, of wounds aching so hungrily. It's an ocean-wide wound of love leaving to
grow. I couldn't hold it any longer, had to let it go, let it go, let it break, let it ache, let it heal. My heart has pieces missing, my thoughts become a prison. I've been in codependent relationships, I admit it. It's hard to see when you're in it. A part of me just won't listen. I push my heart to its limits. Apologies to the women I let down along the way. I found a better way to love. Believe that I am enough. Believe I'm worthy of love. Believe you're worthy of love. Believe that love is enough. Believe that love is enough. Believe that you are enough.
You gotta feed your spirit.
Yeah.
You gotta let it breathe.
Yeah.
Gotta grieve the ghosts that show you where your scars bleed.
Yeah.
Follow the ache to see where it all starts. Choosing to heal.
It's the hardest part.
This is the history of hearts breaking, of wounds aching too hungrily. It's an ocean-wide wound of love, leaving too soon. This is the history of hearts breaking, of words shaking you angrily, and it's having the courage to nourish yourself.
One more time.
This is the history of hearts breaking, of wounds aching too hungrily. It's an ocean-wide wound of love, leaving too soon.
Give it up to Tanaya Winder for writing that beautiful, 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 beautiful song. All right, so we got one more track for you guys. You guys with us for one more song? So this song is a song that's really special to me, and Tanaya's gonna join me on this song. But this is a song that I actually wrote for my mother as a birthday present back in 2011. So you know, as I've been speaking about, my mom raised me as a single parent, and she made so many sacrifices for me, man. You know, she brought me my first keyboard. She brought me my first drum machine from a pawn shop. You know, she believed in me when I stopped studying pre-med and I wanted to do music. And you know, some people in my family disowned me because they thought I was making a mistake of not being a doctor and choosing to follow my heart of making music. You know, and I get to do it for a living now, and I get to do what I love, and it's taken me places I never thought I would have ever gone. You know, I couldn't even apply to Ivy League schools when I graduated high school, and now we perform and speak at Ivy League schools, you know, so don't ever let these test scores or any of that be a measure of our potential, especially as colonized people. But, you know, I owe a lot of it to my mom, and I'm not here saying everything was perfect. It wasn't. There was times where her and I we're at odds, and you know, over men, over a lot of things, but we healed and we're healing, and our love is what got us through it, and her love is the reason I'm here. So the older I got, the more I appreciated what she had done for me. And I was in school at the time, and I was you know, I was a broke student. I was a starving artist, and I was like from a poor res, so I was 3 ways poor. I had no money, and I couldn't buy her anything. And she's not a party person, so I was like stressing, what am I gonna do for my mom? And this is how much I didn't even value my own gift. I was like, it took me a while to even be like, oh, I can write her a song. I have a gift, to create her a gift. And so I wrote this song, and the song features native flute again. But you know, this song is dedicated to my mom, who's the reason I'm here on this stage tonight. But Tanaya's gonna help me out, so let's give it up for Tanaya one more time. 89, we say hello. He says goodbye, daddy left when I was 3 and made us cry. You and I, Clyde and Bonnie of modern day. Drama came and friends left, but mama stayed through everything. All the fights and all the pain, all the change. I hate my dad, the one his name. Told my mom that I'm a one, didn't understand all the things going on between her and my dad. But I was stubborn, I know that I make it hard. You always said, son, I know you're gonna make it far. Believe that, I need that in dark times. I think of what you did for me and my heart shines. You took my hand up this mountain, made it yours. tower climb. So when I shine, mom, you shine. Yeah, a single mother with the odd stack. You did your best. One day I'll bring it all back. Lived all my life, just me and you. Times got tough and you see me through. Cause I ain't have a dad and we ain't have a plan. Raised by a woman, you made me a man. I know I ain't home and your boy is grown. I need you to know that you're not alone. I can let it rock, but you will be my stone. Forever in my heart, you will be my stone. You're my stone.
You're my stone, my yeah. You're my stone, my yeah.
All the problems in the world couldn't tear us apart. All the traumas in the world couldn't tear us apart. You're my heart. What I needed, somehow always found the time. Single parent, it's apparent that you stayed up on your grind. I remember you would put me first, and it was hard, but you said, son, it could be worse. And you were right, it's funny, looking back, the days were sunny. You kept me smiling even though we didn't have the money that other people did. Somehow you made it happen. I promised mom that I'm gonna do it when I'm rapping, cause you took me everywhere with my cap and my backpack. 20 years later, now I'm rapping in snapbacks. I'm rocking the long way, we came a long way. You kept me on the right road, away from the wrong way. Forever I'm grateful for the life you gave, the tears that we cried, the sacrifice you made. Yeah, a single mother with the odds stacked. You did your best, one day I'll bring it all back. It's all my life, just me and you. Times got tough and you see me through. Cause I ain't have a dad and we ain't have a plan. Raised by a woman, you made me a man. I know I ain't home and your boy is grown. I need you to know that you're not alone. I can let it rock, but you will be my stone. Forever in my heart, you will be my stone. You're my stone.
You're my stone, my yeah. You're my stone, my yeah. You're my stone, my yeah.
All the traumas in the world couldn't tear us apart. And all the problems in the world couldn't tear us apart. Mom, you're my heart. I dedicate this song to all of our mothers, our grandmothers, our aunties, our big sisters, all of the strong indigenous women that are the gravity from which our universe rotates around. And colonialism, we've lost track of that teaching, and I think the sooner we get back to that, the sooner we can get on track and heal. I'm Frank Waln. Thank you so much to the People's Forum. Give it up for Tanaya Winder for helping me out. Thank you guys so much for coming out and showing us love tonight. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
I need you on stage. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a group selfie. So all of you move in. I want all the artists on stage. As you do that, real quick, what do we have here on October 13th? Somebody told me that doesn't work at the People's Forum. Fundraiser for Ramona Africa on a move. On October 23rd, I'm gonna be here. Thanks, I appreciate that. All right, so let's do this. Get all the artists. My arm is funny. Give me to just take it from this angle. Give me to just take it. No, you got to be in it. So that's the whole point. All right, we're gonna have to lean down a little bit. We gotta. Oh yeah, you gotta go.
Thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna go straight to the song. I'm not gonna even explain what it means. This is a song that my grandmother sang for us as we were taught how we want peace and we don't want the peace that's being proposed to us by the Israeli or the Palestinian government. Whew, okay. أرضي عم بتقاسي حاجتها حرام بيكفيها مقاسي وعود وكلام أرضي عم بتقاسي حاجتها حرام بيكفيها مقاسي وعود وكلام طلاب المدارس وجراس الكنايس والجندي والفارس وصوات الأذان كلن عم بيصلوا تيعم السلام نحن ما اعتدينا ولا أذينا حدا وليوم حانينا بوش اللي اعتدى بوش اللي اعتدى بوش اللي اعتدى احتلوا أراضينا وطردوا أهالينا وحطوا العلي فينا وبيحكوا بالسلام يا سلام وسلم عسلامهم يا سلام وأرضي عم بتقاسي حاجتها حرام بيكفيها مقاسي ووعود وكلام طلاب المدارس وجراس الكنايس والجندي والفارس وصوات الأذان كلن عم بيصلوا تيعم السلام بي قال لي حكايه عن حلمه القديم قال لي الفرج جاي من الله الكريم من الله الكريم من الله الكريم نكسرت بعمر بيه ويا حسرة عليه وبعد الامل فيه ناطر بالاحلام يا سلام وسلم عسلامهم يا سلام.
Thank you so much. Thank you, the People's Forum. Just FYI, I think Existence is Resistance is only going to be having events out of here. So if you want to look for us, you should be coming here on a more regular basis. I think this is the spot, son. I love you. Thank you so much. This is beautiful. Your energy is fucking beautiful, son. Love it. Thank you.
It got turned off. All right. Well, thank you all for coming out. It means a lot. Thank you so much to Nick.
It's better to have real solitude all by yourself.